This time on 15 Minutes You'll Never Get Back.
We go from granny panties to compression socks.
Would you rather be driving or driving?
And this is my kind of first aid kit.
I'm Dale.
And I'm Charlie. All that and more this time on 15 Minutes You'll Never Get Back.
So all I keep thinking right now is, it was a good song, man.
You are a child of the 90s, aren't you?
Well, the reason why is because granny panties are in, and apparently thongs are out.
Oh, so it's just going to come out with a granny panty song?
Well, I was just thinking of, the thong song. A trend that every woman can literally get behind. Okay. Granny panties, anything but sexy, right? It appears, though, that granny panties are not just for grannies anymore. Young women are saying no to the dental floss underpantses. And they are saying, you know what? Enough with the sexy, the skimpy, the uncomfortable lingerie. They want full bottom coverage, if you will.
Okay.
So if you are more of a sort of a full coverage gal, Calvin Klein now offering up cotton sort of boy shorts. They're kind of taking the granny panty but making it stylish.
Okay.
$22. The other thing I've noticed about the granny panty phenomenon is there's more material and they are cheaper.
Yeah,
so,
well, that's the way it goes.
Well, I don't understand. So when you go to Victoria's Secret,
Yeah.
it's like $35 for 3 pairs of thongs.
Right.
There's like no material there. But on Amazon, if you want to buy those old school silk granny panties, one in every pastel color.
Bloomers?
Yeah, the bloomers. You can get 5 for $14.
And you can use them as a hammock on those summer days.
So my kid's been asking for drumsticks.
Yeah, when you said drumsticks, I thought you meant like actual drumsticks, like playing a set of drums.
No, like out of nowhere. He's like, Mom, can you make me, like turkey legs or drumsticks? He goes, I want to eat meat with my hands. I'm like, okay, weirdo. That's fine.
What do you mean, weirdo? What's wrong with that?
It was just so random. But I remember old school, like my mom in the 80s used to make shake and bake all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember, I think, liking it and then not liking it because she made it so much.
Yeah.
And I haven't had shake and bake in like 25 years.
I used to love shake and bake. Seriously. I mean, I kind of make my own dry rubs and stuff now, so I got to be honest, I haven't had shake and bake in a while.
Yeah.
But there's something unique about it, and here's a story. I used to make it because I was one of those kids that used to get home, Mom and Dad both worked.
Right.
So I'd get home and I'd be like, well, I'll make dinner.
Okay.
So I knew how to make shake and bake chicken.
Okay.
So I'd make shake and bake chicken, put it in the bag, shake it up and everything, put it in the oven. Then I'd look at the bag and I go, well, there's that leftover shake and bake in there.
Uh-huh.
I love the taste of that. So I would just dip my finger in and eat it.
Ew.
Mixed in with the raw chicken juice.
Oh, my God.
Not knowing what I was doing. How did I not die from salmonella poisoning?
Or diarrhea.
I must have built up some sort of a natural resistance by just having a little bit of it, because I used to do that, not knowing that I was doing something bad. I didn't even think about it, and nobody knew about it until my wife. This is from my teens to the time I was married, and my wife saw me do it and freaked.
Yeah, no kidding.
I know, but I had no clue. I wasn't even thinking about it.
It's not like licking the spoon after you make cookies and there's leftover batter.
Nope. And so now I figure I have a natural immunity to salmonella now, not even knowing that I built it up.
We should probably put a disclaimer. Kids, don't...
Yeah, don't. This is not recommended. No, do not do that. That is not, no.
Do
bad.
not dip your fingers in the raw chicken shake and bake
but there
juice.
you go.
Ew.
Sorry, is that taking the shine off the shake and bake for dinner tonight?
Ew. Okay, so if you had to drive for a living, so like you had a long commute time.
You're a trucker.
Well, just if you just had, let's say you had to go to Toronto to work, okay? So you have a long commute time. Mm-hmm. If somebody asked you, what would you prefer? A short commute time, meaning under 30 minutes or less?
Yes.
Or canoodling? Which one would you take?
Well, I guess I'd take canoodling.
So you would rather stick it out. Wait, that's not what I meant. Like tough it out and take the longer commute to not give up canoodling?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to drive 2 hours a day.
How does that work?
What do you mean?
Well, how does it work that if I'm driving 2 hours a day, I got more time to canoodle?
You don't, but it's sort of a rather. Would you rather? Would you rather have a shorter commute time or canoodle more? That's kind of like, what would you rather?
Well, obviously, I'd rather, I guess, I don't know.
Well, because people were asked.
Okay.
And people that are, for example, like my husband, who drive into the city and have long commute times, these type of people were asked, would you rather?
Yeah.
And overwhelmingly, everybody said that they would rather have a shorter commute time than more time to canoodle.
See, but those people do not live here in Barrie because
That's
they
right.
don't get to enjoy the time in the car with Dale and Charlie every morning.
Well, you know.
And that right there is almost as good as canoodling.
Time now for Charlie's Mom Thoughts.
After the weekend I had, I figured it out. Kids in the winter is like living at a frat house. Nobody sleeps. Everything is broken. Dirty clothes everywhere. And there is barf around the toilet.
This has been Charlie's Mom Thoughts. Brought to you by coffee. Fueled by kids. And tolerated with wine.
Hey, is that the sunshine trying to come out right now?
Just
Wow. See, but we don't pay attention to each other. We're like a married couple. We get more accomplished when you and I just text each other.
Sorry, what? I'm looking at photobomb.
I know. You see, there you go. Because, of course, you found out that married people text each other, and you hear the texts, and there's a whole list that we found, I think you said. And it's painfully true, so we needed a little marriage music.
So I came across this posting via Huffington Post, and essentially they are tweets about married life that you just can't help but laugh at.
Okay.
Reason being, because it's true. For example, tweet number 1, marriage is just a competition to see who had the longer day. Oh, man. Here's another one by a married fellow. I open the dishwasher, and it's full of clean dishes, and I'm scared that my wife is going to know that I know about it. Marriage is an equal partnership, but where I get one dresser drawer and part of the closet in the guest room.
Yep.
My wife and I are about to assemble a TV stand as a team. I'm telling you now because this probably will be the last post as a married man.
IKEA leading to more divorces than any other store.
My wife made me pack my own bag for vacation, and now I have to figure out how to wear a bag of potato chips. My wife found a spider in the shower. Anyways, the open house is this Saturday if you're interested. It's Friday night, and I just spent 3 hours at Pier 1 Imports for those of you who are thinking about getting married.
That's true.
And finally, married sext. Her. Is it in? Him. Not yet. Her. Put it in now. Him. Okay, it's in. Her. And set the timer. I'm not eating burnt lasagna again.
The bigger the burgers, the better the burgers. The burgers are bigger at Burger King. The bigger the burger, the better the burger. The burgers are bigger at Burger King.
All right, so next time you're driving through New Hampshire.
Okay.
And you got, an urge for a Whopper.
Huh?
You might get a little something extra with your meal.
Do tell.
Okay. 2 employees at a local New Hampshire Burger King were arrested for selling the marijuana.
What?
Through the drive-thru. So here's the thing. People would literally come through the drive-thru, place their order in the speaker, and then they would use the code word. So I want a Whopper, I want a milkshake, and fries extra spicy.
That was the code?
That was the code word, to which somebody on the other end would have to reply yes. So once you got the yes, you would then have to ask for the nasty boy. So there was a whole process.
It's like going to a speakeasy back in Prohibition days where you knock on the door and it's like, the mayor sent me. Wink, wink.
Okay.
What's the mayor's name? Sonny. Right, and all these codes. So now they got this for weed at the BK.
So it seemed like it was well crafted. So once you said all your words and your phrases, the marijuana would be put in a coffee cup and just given to you through the drive-through. It would be an exchange.
Yeah.
You just throw a little bit of extra cash, obviously, when you're paying for your...
Talk about supersizing something. Wow, okay.
your Whopper, and there you go. So the two suspects are currently in...
What's the code again? It's like you show up, you'd order...
So you ask for...
You'd ask for fries.
No, fries, extra spicy, please.
Extra spicy, please.
They would say yes, and then you would say, hey, throw in the nasty boy.
The nasty boy. Man, can you imagine if you ordered onion rings? You show up, it's like, wow, look, it's crack.
There is a new polo shirt onesie for men that basically snaps into the crotch.
Like a golf shirt that's just like...
Right, exactly. So, if you've got a baby, I mean, onesies are very popular, obviously. You snap under the diaper and put some pants on the kid and he's good to go.
Yeah.
Now, bodysuits have been around for women for years.
Yeah.
But it's kind of fun to see the flip side of this, where now it's being offered also in a jersey form for men. So instead of them just tucking in their shirts like they have since the dawn of time, now they have the option of pulling over this onesie and snapping it, between their legs, if you will, so that it doesn't become untucked.
What if you catch something in the snaps?
Well, I guess you have to be careful.
Hey, guys. Tired of having to tuck and retuck that polo shirt? Fed up with a golf shirt that pops out every time you bend over to go get your golf ball out of the hole while the other guys in the foursome try to flick tees in your plumber's butt? Well, no more. Introducing the No Crack Snap and Go shirt from Booze. Butts out of sight. You'll never have to worry again about ducking your head under the sink and giving somebody a look at your back rack. Plus, the new reinforced snapping system can actually help smooth out that dad bod muffin top. So keep it all in and all together, fellas, with the new No Crack Snap and Go shirt. Stay tucked, my friends. I spent the last, I don't know how many minutes trying to get Charlie's zipper undone.
That was before. I spent the first 5 minutes trying to undo it myself. And
I felt like the teacher at wintertime going in and you find the little kid stuck in the cloakroom.
Because he can't get his jacket off.
I can't get my jacket off.
I think, it's had a good run, this jacket. It's, I think I'm done. And that's one of those things. It's one of those life's little annoyances when your zipper gets stuck.
Yep.
And a lot of the times people are just like, oh, forget it. And you know how you just pull it down and hop out of the jacket?
Yep.
Because you cannot get that zipper undone?
Nah, you weren't giving up on this one.
Well, no. Well, you had to step in.
I did.
We were close. We were close to just forget it.
Just forget it.
Just wasn't okay.
All right, but there was something else. I wasn't going to say anything about this, but...
You noticed, didn't you?
Well, when you pointed it out, I did. Now I can't stop noticing it.
Okay, backstory, if you will. No pun intended. A couple weeks ago, I had some leg injections because I, like a lot of people, really suffer from varicose issues.
Yes.
So I finally bit it and had it done. But with that, you have to wear compression stockings for 2 to 3 months. So ordered me some new ones. And these ones are so tight that literally it's squeezing my skin and everything is overflowing. So, right at the top where they come right basically to my butt cheeks, it's making my butt cheeks almost explode.
So, literally, it's like Charlie's muffin top is slidden down.
That's basically what it is. It's
so
very sexy, very attractive.
Top of the muffin to you.
Not easy keeping a straight face around here, I'll tell you.
Oh,
hang on.
I wonder how many first aid kits you could buy for $1,000.
Of the kind we're going to tell you about? I don't know. Some of the parts that come with this first aid kit can be quite expensive if they're good. After the carnage that occurred at Charlie's kitchen the other day, the sharp knives, when hubby went out and got them all sharpened up to lightsaber sharpness, and this caused all kinds of problems.
Okay, I sliced my finger. We all know that. I mean, you should always have a first aid kit when you go out.
Right.
Right? Long trips, especially when you've got kids.
Yeah.
I have found my first aid kit.
You found your first aid kit?
I posted it on Facebook. It's the Italian first aid kit.
Okay. Hang on. I'm just going there right
It comes with salami and prosciutto and a chicken cutlet.
Oh, honey, you cut your finger. I got some mortadella for you.
Hey, thanks so much for tuning in.
If you enjoyed that 15 minutes you'll never get back, follow and subscribe. More on Dale and Charlie at 1075coolfm.com.
Download your favorite episodes there or at Spotify. Leave a review so our egos can get inflated.
Waste your time next week.